Hey, hi, hello, I'm Hootless. This is the Sponsored Files, and today I'm going to be playing Pictopix. It's kind of a Picross game type thing. I'm a jig, whatever you want to call it. I've done 2 levels because I'm great at this game. And let me go into the level, please. So it's a pretty simple game. It's Picross. If you guys have ever that's the wrong button. It's Picross. If you guys have ever played Picross before, you get sort of 5x5 grids, 10x10. Up to, I believe there's 25x25s maximum in this version. And this is on Steam. I don't think it's in early access anymore. It probably was at some point. Maybe. I don't know. Early access is a pretty popular thing these days. And, Picross is, it's not something I would say I'm a huge fan of. But it is something I've done before. Like, I used to have, what do you call it? I had Picross 3D on the DS, actually. Way back. Long time ago. It means that's there. And it's a bell, probably? Yeah, bell. I had Picross 3D way back when on my DS. I think I had it on like a DS Lite. Probably not my DSi. But, you know, it was pretty fun. Not my favorite type of game, but at least it's a type of puzzle that I can do without being bad. It's the letters 20, or the numbers 21. Exactly, Braid, thank you. It's the letters 21. You guys have probably, I'm sure, been wondering why there's been no videos for a month. It's just been due to stress. It's kind of how I am. Like, when things start getting difficult, I just sort of give up, which is not a great response to have when you need to get things done. But that's how I am, and rather than trying to give up, I just took a break, and you know, I tried to get myself together so that I could get back to a place where I can record videos, and hopefully I can get back to a more regular schedule. I'm not sure what kind. Oh, Jesus! I'm not sure what kind of schedule I'm gonna have. I don't think I want to do... I don't think I want to do, like, a regular series anymore. Yeah, it's an umbrella. I don't think I'm going to do a regular series like before I was doing, you know, daily uploads of Stardew Valley, daily uploads of Isaac, but I get bored of things really quickly. So instead I'm going to try to keep a more fluid schedule where I sort of rotate games a bit more frequently. And I'm not really explaining my conclusions that I'm making here, but I assure you they make sense. Essentially, and I'll explain this on the next puzzle here. It's pretty simple controls as well. It's very intuitive, you know. Right click blocks off tiles, puts the X's on them. Left click marks them as being part of the solution. So some, like this 5 for example, means all 5 of the tiles are going to be highlighted, because it's a 5, there's 5 across, so all of them have to be highlighted. With these 4s, it's a little bit more difficult, but we know that whether it starts here and goes 4 that way, or starts here and goes 4 that way, on both of these, the 3 middle ones have to be highlighted, so we can easily do that. Up here, when there's multiple numbers with spaces between them, that means that there's multiple groupings, so in this case it would mean that there's 3 groupings of 1 like that. And then you get, like this one, it's a 1 and then a 2, and the order does matter, so it's going to be like that, and then like that, like that. And it just sort of solved the puzzle before I was even done. But you know what, that's fine. It's a king. It's a well done. I got 3 crowns. I think, like, if you make very few mistakes, you get a, 3 crowns. Let's see. So that immediately blocks off that, and... like so. Then we have that, and this is an anchor. It's a very intuitive kind of puzzle. Everything makes sense. There's a rigorously defined set of rules, and you follow the rules and you solve the puzzles. So, can we go to like harder puzzles? Maybe not 20x20, and also I don't have these unlocked, but we can go to 10x10s. So I will go to this one, if it'll let me. Okay, there we go. So this is where it starts getting a little bit harder, because it is 10 by 10, and 10 by 10 is fairly huge. So we do that. So because this is 10 across, and this is a 9, we can highlight the middle 8 without having to worry about it. And there's 4 across here, so 1, 2, 3, 4 would put this as the furthest right border, and 1, 2, 3, 4 would put this as the furthest left border. So we know that those two are going to be highlighted. And because these two have to be part of the solution, this row can't have any of those highlighted. And I don't want to make any more assumptions there. But we can safely assume that this doesn't have anything on either side of it. We could say that maybe these two are going to be part of the solution, which would satisfy this, and then also like parts of this. But for now, we will not. That's all blocked off, this is all blocked off. This is 2, and this is 3, so that one has to be like that, and this one has to be there, which also means that that is filled out. This has to be here, because again, it has to be connected. So we can say, because this is a 4 and this is a 2, can't be there, so that one has to be the answer. Which solves this, and this, and this, and this. And there we go. Relatively, more difficult. I can't imagine how hard the 25 by 25s must be. And I'm probably not going to embarrass myself by trying to do one of those, but we'll do another 10 by 10. Maybe a few of them. That's not what I wanted, to unmark those. But we'll do this and this. 4 is going to leave either of these two in the center. We can get rid of those easily because 4 means these two can't be there, and then 2 means that they can't be there. Which leaves 4 being somewhere in there. And we can have, with the 2, 2, we can have 2 space 2, or we could have 2 space 2, or... those are basically the only options, but it's enough variance that we can't yet rule out any of that. And I forgot to turn off my Steam overlay, because I am good at this. We still can't entirely rule out what's going on here, except for the fact that there's going to be a blank space here, and there's going to be a blank space here, which means this has to be the 2, and this has to be the 2. Again, we haven't really figured anything out up here, but now we can rule those out and those, which lets us see that. There's no more in this row. We still can't quite... No, wait, we can. We can rule out that and that, because this is a 2, so it has to be somewhere in here. Get rid of those, which means this is locked in. What else can we do? This one, because we narrowed off over here. So this tile isn't going to have anything in it. These have to. And then we can say that's there. How did we manage to do this in such a way that, like, okay, there we go. Excellent. I was gonna say, how did we manage to do that in such a way that we ended up with, like, something that wasn't solvable through logic, but it was. I had just missed something. 3 crowns again. We'll do maybe one more puzzle, and that'll be it for Pictopix. I don't remember how much it is on the Steam store. I haven't looked. Wait. Yeah, we just get 6 right there. Handy. Get 2 in the middle. That means those are blocked off, and since there's 7 left, we can easily fill out those ones. If this were the furthest right, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So none of those can be involved. And in addition, none of those can be involved. 1 space, 1 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't be entirely sure where the borders fall, because it could also be nothing here, but then 1 space, 1 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if it were, like, either way, hold on. So these 4 would mean that it would have to be those 5. Am I being a dumb here? Hold on. If there's 1 here, then a space has to be here. And there's 1 in a space. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I think that's going to leave these three as always being part of that. So space 1, space 1, space 5. Yeah, okay, so that's now completely filled out. Or at least as filled out as we can get it right now. And also I could have got it through this 4 as well. I didn't have to do complicated math. Not that that was very complicated. God damn it, people on Steam, please. I'm thinking this one's going to be a key. But we don't yet have any conclusive proof. We can fill that out a little bit more. Well, we can safely say that because this has a 3 here, there's got to be spaces. This is only 2 in the row and 2 in the row. So we are left with a key, which had some guesswork in it, but that's fine. You know, sometimes you gotta use some guesswork. Some logical leaps. But this has been Pictopix. It's a pretty neat game. If you guys are into Picross, you should check it out. I'll show you how many levels there are. It's like an absurd amount of levels. A whole bunch in the base game. And then it also has workshop support, and you can see in here, there's like even more levels. And there's some weird sizes like 13 by 9 or 20 by 13 there. 17 by 15, 21 by 24, so it's all sorts of crazy. Maximum size does seem to be 25 by 25, but yeah, hopefully, you know, you guys enjoyed this video. And thanks for watching. It's pretty much it. Yeah. So, goodbye, farewell, and I'll see you guys next time. Leave a like and a sub and a comment would be cool. And maybe you could check out more of my channel. Bye.